yo, it's your girl, Tia Miss Illinois, checking in for the one time, y'all. Good grief and good morning.
My daddy made this beat.
Yo,
My daddy made this beat.
my check. 1, 2, 1, 2. I said, is this thing on? Is this thing on? Good grief and good morning, y'all. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning show. It's the good grief morning. Good grief morning. It's the good grief morning show. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning. It's the good grief morning show.
Well, all right. I said good grief. Yes. Good grief and good morning, y'all. How y'all feeling? I'm feeling good. I feel like I look cute. Start playing with that girl. Got a little bob or something like that. Just a little bob. Nothing too major. It's shining. I'm shining. I'm feeling real good, y'all. How y'all feeling today? I thank you all for tuning in week after week. Even when it be me. Even when it's me, I just thank y'all for still rocking with me and tuning in. And I want to thank everyone who has submitted to be a special guest on the show. I mean, we see your submissions. I'm going to clap it up for you all that's been submitting. Absolutely. We got some amazing submissions, and I have some amazing guests coming as the weeks go by. So make sure you get your inquiry in if you are considering being a part of the show. Okay, I welcome you. Okay, now I did want to put it out there, disclaimer, because I don't want you to think, hey, I submitted, but she ain't telling me when I'm coming on yet. So, some things take time. It takes time, but we see your submission and we thank you, and we will be in contact with you to schedule a date or, to let you know if you are a good fit. And so, again, I just want to thank everyone who takes the time out to submit to be on the show. You help me make it do what it do. Where my DJ horns? I said you help make it do what it do. I want to shout out True Conglomerate. They are the company that pushes the invisible boundary. They believe there is no limit to creativity to you all. So, hey, let me tell you, if you are considering you need some coverage, again, I say this every week, y'all, there's so much coming up. The summertime is almost here. There are festivals, there are events, there are lots of things coming up. And so if you need that media coverage, if you need correspondence, if you need a videographer, if you need a photographer to come out and capture these moments, y'all, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, how many words is a video then? Stop playing with that girl. I said stop playing with that girl. You want to be able to utilize your photos, your videos year after year, especially for those of you who plan things annually, okay? Annually. Go ahead and lock them in. Hey, the calendar is filling up. So don't sleep on yourself. Wake up now. And you want to go ahead and get them in. They be booked and busy, y'all. So get your inquiry in, and we can help you out there. So good grief. Absolutely. And good grief and good morning. Y'all, something that I want to say, I was figuring out. I said, Tia, what you want to talk about? What is it that you want to talk about today? I was going to have a guest on today, but I really needed this day for self. I needed this day to get myself together. It's been a long week, busy week, lots of things going on. And so I needed this day. And so I'm going to be picking back up, not next week, because I said we're going to be closed for the holiday. I said we're going to be closed. And so I will share, a rerun. Stop playing with that girl. She got reruns. I said I got enough shows to have a rerun. And so that's what it's going to be next week. It's going to be a rerun. So if you missed an episode, hey, this may be the time you catch back up. Tag a friend and tell a friend. The Good Grief Morning Show is on, y'all. Good Grief Morning Show is on. Where are my coffee drinkers at? Shout out to you. I got my coffee cup. My daughter got this for me for Mother's Day. It's a big cup, too. I think I can hold about 37 ounces of coffee in here. It says, coffee first, smile later. So shout out to my big girl, Takia. Thank you for my Mother's Day coffee mug. I love you. And every time I see Charlie Brown, I feel like I just got to get it when they say Good Grief. So you see this little book here, I couldn't help but to get it. It says Good Grief, Peanuts Pick-Me-Ups for when you need them most. And it was such a cute book. It was the only one left in there, and so I said I had to have it. And so when you flip through, it just really has pick-me-ups in here. Perspective is everything. Go ahead and let it out. Like affirmations and things, and there's some reading. So I am just so excited to even have this. So Peanuts, think of your girl. Okay, Charlie Brown, think of me too. Okay, they are good grief, but I'm good grief, where God understands death. Stop playing with that girl. I thought I was real clever when I came up with that. Actually, when I came up with that, now that I'm thinking it back. So many things was going on after I had to, lay my father to rest. So many things was happening. And I found myself turning around saying, good grief. Good grief, the things that my father went through, I can't even talk about it all. Due to legalities and, them NDAs and things, I can't even talk about it all. I can't talk about it all. But what I can talk about, I'm gonna let it out. Because we have to be the advocate for our families. When you have a loved one in a nursing home or a hospital or wherever, it really is important that you show up. It really is important that the staff and everyone knows that this person has family that checks in. This person has somebody that is present. And so I'm working on something. The Jairus Pratcher story, and boy, let me tell you, it's deep. It's deep. Like I said, there are certain things I can't even talk about due to legalities, but the things that I can talk about, I'm talking. I said I'm talking. I think my dad would want me to. I think my dad wouldn't expect anything less from me than to talk about it. Let's talk about it. And so that's definitely something that's coming that I'm working on. It's taking a little while. Like I said, legalities, there's other things still going on, but I'm excited to share. It's tough. I'm thinking about when I do I'm thinking about a documentary, y'all. I'm just throwing it out there. That's what I've been, in my spirit, that's what I've been working on. It's more like a documentary style thing. And I get to working real good, and then I got to stop. Because there's so much. And so that's kind of what has been delaying me. Like, man, and I feel like there's some images and there's videos and things that I'll be sharing, things that I had to do. And I want to share it. And I'll probably have one of them, like viewer discretion is advised type things before I show some of my images and things, because it just was really that deep. It really was. And so we definitely want to make sure that, again, if you have loved ones in a hospital or nursing home or wherever being cared for by somebody else, please make sure that your presence is known. Okay, we're going to take a sip to that. Oh, that's delicious. Because that's what I did. The Bible says to honor your father and your mother so that your days will be longer. I said, Lord, how many days I got? I'm going to have a long, full life if I had to guess, because I've been honoring, and I just want the Lord to remember me. Sometimes you got to tell him, Lord, remember me. remember me. When you're going through stuff, Lord, remember me. You're trying to see your way out of this darkness, Lord, remember me. And so that's going to prompt me to get ready to play my first video in just a sec, because when I was, praying and having my conversation with the good Lord, I'm scrolling Facebook and I came across this video by the beautiful Tabitha Brown. And when I tell you that thing spoke to me, okay? So I'm going to put my disclaimer out there. I do not own the rights to Tabitha's video. Tabitha, I love you. I just want to share with my audience because you spoke to me and I need you to speak to them. So Tabitha definitely was talking about that takeover spirit, a spirit of takeover. And she going to break it down a little more in depth. But I want you all to watch, tag a friend, and tell a friend. The Good Grief Morning Show is on. We got a message from the one, the only, the amazing, the beautiful Tabitha Brown, y'all. So watch this with me.
Hello there, good morning. So I was out here talking to Benita, and she brought it to my attention. Well, actually, he brought it to my attention. Remember, we was calling this Benita, because I was like, oh, this is my apple tree. But what I didn't realize is, Benita, she got a takeover spirit. She is an apple tree. But I forgot, I wasn't paying attention because I was just looking up here. Ooh, there's a word in this. I was just looking over here, but I never looked at the root. I was just looking up here and saw what I saw. I didn't realize what has happened is Benita has started to grow into this blood orange tree. These are two different trees. You see that? You see that? That's Benita, the apple tree. This is an orange tree. But what has happened is, I'm going to show you. When you see this, her branches, Benita, has grown all the way into the orange tree. It crosses all the way over to here, which confused us, okay? It confused me to the point where it made me forget that I had this blood orange tree. Until this morning when I looked real close, I said, wait a minute, this is my blood orange tree, because you see, it only blooms in the winter. So by November, these are beautiful blood oranges. So I apologize to the blood orange tree because I did not even recognize it because something else had taken over. Do y'all understand the word that is in this? Baby, sometimes we become unrecognizable because something else has taken over. Anywho, what we must do now is name the blood orange tree. Because it was the blood, I want to call it Jesus. Do you want your name to be Jesus? Let's see what the tree say. You are a blood orange tree, and we know it was the blood. Do you like the name Jesus? He ain't moving, okay? Uh-oh, hummingbirds flying over here. Okay, what about the name Genesis? Because that's when they first started talking about like the tree of life, right? In the Bible. What you feel about that? Do you want to be Genesis? Huh? Does Genesis sound like a good name? Uh-oh. Do we see movement? I think we have a winner. Y'all see that? Well, Genesis it is. Okay? Genesis. I apologize again that I had confused you with the apple tree. Now, Genesis is something that we're going to talk about, and with you as well, Benita. You see, Benita, that takeover spirit, baby, you got to be careful about that, right? But Genesis, this is more about you, okay? And here go the word for all of us. Now, just from you standing there, Genesis, perhaps you thought you were being supportive to Benita. You know, you was allowing her to lean on you. Because that's what felt like it was happening, yeah. But as she began to lean on you, she also began to overtake you. Baby, I don't know who you've been supporting and you allowed them to lean on you, but baby, they've been leaning for so long that they have started to overtake you and you have become unrecognizable. So let's talk about the support, because we all want to be supportive of folk, okay? But you see here, if you look close, let me show you. If you look close, you can see where her branch, okay, Genesis' branch is bending. It's almost about to break because them apples and them branches are heavy. Being supportive to somebody ain't meant for you to be almost broken to support them. Baby, I don't know who else needs this. Maybe it is just for me. But we can be supportive to people without them bending us so much, without them leaning on us so much that it's almost about to break you and you're becoming unrecognizable. Baby, listen, Genesis, look. Come on, preach the word. Come on. I thank y'all, honey, for your sacrifice, honey. And here come the real thing. In order for Genesis, our good old orange tree right here, to get back standing up good, we're going to have to cut Bonita off right there. I said in order for her to get back, see how she leaning? Her leaves is all the way down here. That ain't where they usually are. They usually up here. But you see how heavy that branch is on Genesis? We're going to have to cut Bonita off right there. She could still be able to grow on her own over there. But we're going to have to cut her off right here. So that Genesis, can get back to the life it's supposed to have. And become what? Recognizable again. Because look, she has her own fruit to bear. She got her own fruit. Do you understand? Because listen, as big as these apples are, these oranges, they get bigger. And they get heavy as well. So if you holding up this, if she holding up Bonita, how's she going to carry her own fruit? Baby, I don't know who needed this today. But baby, if you are trying to be so supportive that you walking around bent over and broken, how in the world are you going to carry the fruit God has for you? Do you understand that? That's it, Tab. You've done enough today, girl. I'm finna take off running out here. Bonita, Genesis, we thank y'all. Bonita, this branch right here, that takeover spirit, she got to go. I hope somebody called it today. And I'm going to go about my business, and you do the same. Have yourself a good day. But even if you can't have a good one, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's hen. Time to cut them off. Baby, you done became unrecognizable. Jesus.
Good grief. Good grief. She said, I hope somebody caught it. I caught it. That's why I caught it, and I'm releasing it to my viewers. So I don't know who needed that, but it's that takeover spirit. Do you all know somebody who has a takeover spirit? Make sure y'all tag them. Share this video with them, because sometimes when you have that takeover spirit, you just think that you have to be a part of everything. You think you have to take care of everything. You feel like your hand has to be on everything. And I'm just here to let you know today that Tabitha said, cut it off. Tabitha said that when she did the perfect example of the apple tree and the branches now growing into the blood orange tree. And she was explaining how heavy those apples are. So you bearing somebody else's load. See, the good Lord said, bring it to me. Cast it up on me. And y'all out here telling people to cast it on you. I don't want you to cast it on me. I already got a cross. The good Lord want me to pick up my cross and walk with it. He didn't tell me to pick up my neighbor's cross. Somebody turn to your neighbor and tell him, your cross ain't my cross. Oh, come on, audience. Yes, let me clap it up for that. Let me clap it up for that. If I got to bear my cross, it's heavy enough. I can support you by saying, come on, you can do it. Come on, you can walk a little faster. But it's not my job to carry it for you. And so whoever that was for, it's time to do some self-examination. You know, maybe you've been comfortable with allowing someone to carry your cross. And I'm here to let you know it's time to pick it up. We all have things that we're going through. I said we all got things that we're dealing with. The Lord said, come to me. He ain't say call T. He didn't say call T. And if your name starts with a K, he didn't say call K. He didn't say call Billy. He said to give it to me. So it's time for us to, as people, to start identifying and doing some self-examining, because that takeover spirit, you may have a takeover spirit, don't even realize you got one. And you're stressed out every day, all day, every month, all year, because you are taking over things that don't need to be taken over. And the planter of the tree then got so distracted that she, as you saw in the video, she didn't even realize that the one tree was crossing into the other tree. And sometimes we have to take a moment and step back and realize, hey, things are being crossed here. It says, the good Lord said, you're going to be able to identify the tree by the fruit it bears. And so we want to make sure that we are paying attention to our own garden. Planting good seeds, taking care of that. She said that branch had the other thing, it bent over like this. It was bent over like this. We want us to sit up. We don't want to be walking around like this. Hunchback of Notre Dame. That's not his will for us. Straighten up, tighten up, and identify the tree by the fruit it bears. And if you got some crisscrossing going on, then something's not right there. So we want to be able to identify that. So whoever that is, whether that's the strong friend, the friend that you know you can come to that person about everything. You call that person more than you talk to the good Lord. You ain't got a relationship with God. But that strong friend know everything about you. It's okay. It's okay to pick up your own cross and walk with it. Have a conversation with the Lord. Lord, help me. Some of you all just, you get comfortable after a while. You get comfortable. It's time to shake some things up. So I saw that video and I said that would be a great message. Tamara Brown, I do not own the rights. Don't own the rights to the video, Tabitha, but I thought you had an amazing word, and I wanted to share that. So I hope you all got something from that, okay? And hopefully you apply that into your everyday, because life is already tough and life is challenging. And so we don't want to be carrying other people's crosses, okay? Some people just got to let their karma come and not you save them from it. It's okay to take the cape off. It's okay to put the cape down. Okay, so through that, we're going to lighten it up a little bit, y'all. I got my comedy show coming up. I got my host. I just made a new flyer I'm going to put up in just a sec. Anthony Fuentes, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! That brother is hilarious. Just type his name in the search bar, Facebook, Instagram. Just look him up. He brings that spice, that flair to stand-up that I love. I had the pleasure of working with him, I want to say it was last year. So shout out to Caravana. I did a set there. The comedians were Anthony Fuentes, he was hosting, and then there was Leon Rogers, myself, and I'm telling you, we had an amazing time. And I was so happy to connect with him a year ago that now I'm planning my show, and I had to have him be a part because he was just so good. So please, y'all, check out Anthony Fuentes. Go to goodgrief.com to get your tickets. For people asking me, T, can you just put me a ticket to the side? Ain't no side. Ain't no side. I don't have a side. I don't have a side. You got to go online. The tickets are electronic. I don't got no ticket to give you. And I'm not going to print none either. You got to go to goodgrief.com and get your ticket, okay? You can reserve a table for a party of 8. You know, if you want to celebrate a birthday, anniversary, you want a girls' night. Maybe it's the guys want to go out. You know, we're celebrating. Get you a table and lock it in. Get you a table, and we are going to celebrate with you. If it's your birthday, I'm doing birthday shout-outs. We're going to talk about you. We're going to highlight you. If it's an anniversary, last year, thinking of that. A beautiful woman by the name of Dora Space on Facebook. She came with her husband to the last comedy show, and she reached out and said, hey, it's our anniversary, and I would like to come. I said, yes, I want to celebrate your anniversary. And then her husband passed, I want to say later that year or the next year. Dora, if you are watching, I would love to gift you a pair of comedy show tickets for you and a guest on me. Okay, on me, because you came, yes, you came to the first one, and that's why you came. You wanted to celebrate with your husband. You wanted to laugh and have a good time. And we did not know that within a year from that you would lose him. And so you are continually in my thoughts and prayers. I love you. And if you are watching, or if you know Dora, go ahead and tag her, let her know. Now, I'm not giving out tickets. No, I don't want nobody to get it confused. I ain't got tickets to be throwing out. But for Dora, absolutely, it will be an honor to bless you and a guest on me. And we're going to eat good. Okay, that ticket includes, you know, the good food. It's going to be real good comfort food. Unlimited soda, unlimited water. Now, there is a cash bar for a drink. See, I'm not necessarily promoting the drink. But there is a cash bar should you want to get you a cocktail or a beer or something like that. It's available. But as far as what I'm going to pay for, it's going to be your food and a little soda, a little water. Okay, pour your own troubles. Okay, that's not on me. But we're going to have a really good time. So I really hope to see you all there. Like, I am excited. Every time I get a notification about a ticket sold, I get nervous a little bit because I've been really working on my material. Like, I am taking this very seriously. I got a lot of good stuff. And, you know, I think I'm going to hold it down. I'm going to hold it down, make y'all proud, make y'all happy. We're going to have a good time. It's laughing through my pain. And so this year has been a tough year for so many people. We are losing friends and loved ones left and right. Every time we turn around, you look at that scanner, the Lake County scanner, and you just see so much stuff going on. And every time I say, thank you, Lord, that, you know, it could have been me. What's that song? Could have been me, outdoors, no food, no clothes, all those things, it could have been me. And Lord, I thank you for your protection. Y'all got to get y'all some bless oil. Get y'all some bless oil. Put the blood of the lamb on your doors. That's what my mama used to do. When we was younger, we didn't quite understand. Mom, what are you doing? But she said, I'm put the blood on my door. Because all this stuff that go on, my mama take that little bless oil, put that little cross right there by the peephole. Right there by the peephole. And then she'd go to the windows in her house. My mom was the type of mother, and I just appreciate her so much because as I get older, I find myself doing it. I love when I'm home by myself and everybody gone. I could just pray over my house how I need to. I mean, I do it still when they're there, but it's just nothing like when it's just me and God. And I found myself feeling like my mama, y'all. I had that little bless oil. That little bless oil I had. Because I be seeing stuff going on in the neighborhood, a block over, 2 blocks over, but it passes my house. And so I find myself putting that bless oil. I put a little cross like that on the door, and I pray over my windows. Lord, I don't want nobody breaking in. Lord, you said thou shalt not kill. And you come through this door, something might happen to you. I can't guarantee. I'm trying to keep the word. I said I'm trying to keep the word. I'd rather cover it with the oil. That's my first line of defense. But you get through that door, you get through that window, it's going to be between you and God in that moment. Now, I don't want to have to be the one to do that. And I don't want my husband to have to be the one. But we have to protect the house. We got to protect the house. And so I just pray and I just, Lord, cover us, protect us through the night. Don't go to bed without saying, Lord, just protect this house before we go to sleep. Lord, all type of stuff going on. Folks is out here. They're running rampant. I was just telling my daughter, I said, you know, I said the devil really doing his job. His job is to he would walk up and down, to and fro, just seeking whom he may devour. I don't want to be devoured. I don't want to be devoured. So I got to pray every day. Don't skip a day. Don't be that comfortable in life where you just that good, where you ain't got to say, Lord, thank you for your protection today. You're going to slip up and find yourself slipped. I never slip. I never fall. That's what the song say. I don't plan on slipping. So my first line of defense is prayer, because he knows my heart. But that second line is a line that I don't want to resort to that line. So I just try to make sure I pray for my house and stuff. But y'all, it's crazy out here. The enemy is busy out here. It's just so much going on. And so don't think it won't happen to you. Don't think it can't be you, because I'm here to tell you it can. So with everything that's been going on, y'all, we're going to laugh through the pain. We're going to laugh through the pain. And we're going to have a really good time. So, again, I know I spent a lot of time on that. But that is June 27th. It's a Friday night. Doors open at 7. I'm telling y'all right now, 7 is my cocktail hour. I call it a cocktail, 7 to 8. 1 hour of you coming in, getting you some, I'm going to have some, refreshments and things. I'm going to have a vendor. Shout out to my girl, Azure Marie Designs. She will be one of my vendors. And so it's just going to be a time to, find your table, find your chair, use the bathroom, all that good stuff. We are starting promptly. Somebody say promptly. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to hold y'all all night. I don't like to be held all night. I get tired. I have a good time. I'll be ready to go home. I start thinking about the pillow. So I want y'all to come out. And from 7 to 8, again, that's my cocktail hour, mix and mingle. Find your table, get you some refreshments, grab your, your drinks, your beverages and things like that, and get yourself comfy. Shop the vendors, and then right at 8 o'clock, we are starting. I'm not trying to have y'all there all night. I'm not trying to have y'all there all night. The lady told me, Tia, you can have it till 1 in the morning. I said, who? I said, who? I'm not finna be there that long with y'all. I want y'all to come in, have a good time, laugh, and I leave y'all on a high note. I'm thinking about 10:30. That's good enough. Find where you want to go for the after party, but it won't be there. But we're going to have a good time, y'all. And I'm telling you, Anthony Fuentes, I am honored that he was even available to do this for me, because I want to say the very next day he's going to be out of town doing another show. If you go on his page, you'll see his calendar. Man, I'm just so surprised that I caught him. So I'm really excited. Anthony, I thank you. You're hilarious, and I'm glad that we connected. Clap it up for Anthony one time. Yes! It's going to be at the Salon Latina Banquet Hall. Somebody said, Tia, the Salon Latina. Now, where is that? And that's why I like it, because it ain't one of them places that's overused. See, they normally do quinceañeras. They do quinceañeras, and they're big for weddings. But I'm connected like that. Me and the owner. Shout out to you, Connie. And she's excited that I'm bringing a comedy show here. I've only ever been there for weddings. I've been there for, couple weddings, and that's how I found the place. I passed that place up all the time, never even knew it was there. Never knew what that building was. Y'all Google it. Google the address. Then rode up and down past that place so many times, but it's so beautiful. And that's why I want to do it there. I'm talking beautiful crystal chandeliers everywhere. Like, when you come in, you're going to see why I selected that place. So I'm just excited, y'all. Make sure y'all come. Another announcement I got coming up. There's an event on the 31st. You don't know my story. It's a women's summit. I don't even know if I put it in here for my producer or not. I don't think I did. See, silly me. But I'm going to drop it for y'all later, because it just dropped on me right now when I said, you don't know my story. When we were talking about them crosses people be carrying. I'm going to make sure I drop it for y'all because it's a free event. It's May 31st, 10 o'clock. It's free. There will be food. There will be testimonies, y'all. And we're going to have a good time. I am your host. So you know we're going to laugh. We may even cry a little bit. But I'm going to make sure I drop that flyer for y'all. I'm going to make sure I drop that for y'all because that's on me. And it's going to be, it's hosted by Roz Harrison. Roz, this is her 10-year anniversary celebration for this event. So she's trying to do it big. Not even trying to do it big. She's doing it big. And so I'm excited. You know, Roz Harrison, I got to shout you out real quick. I got to put this out there. She reached out to me in January. I want to say January 2nd. Hey, Tia, Happy New Year. I'm reaching out because I know you be busy. And I'm trying to lock you in for May. And I just laugh because I'm like, you know, she has asked me to be a part of some different things. And my schedule always has been busy, or I got something else, or I'm hosting something else. She said, I made it a point to ask you at the top of the year because I know your calendar gets busy and it gets filled. And Roz, I thank you because there was like 3 other events that people, not just like locally, but it was, you know, 2. I want to say it was 2 other events that people asked me if I could do something on that day. And I smiled to myself. I said, Roz, she a bad woman. She a bad woman. She said, I'm not playing this year. And so I am really excited because the other years I wanted to go, but I couldn't because I had other events. I always seem to, there we go. I said my producer is so cold. Let me clap it up for my producer, Tim, today. Woo! I said the man's so cold, y'all. It's right here. Beauty for Ashes Ministries. You don't know my story. That is Roz Harrison right there, the owner, the founder, the creator, and this is the 10th year anniversary celebration. As you see the subtitle, God is still writing your story. And so, hosted by Tia Wilson. Stop playing with that girl. She said, how you want your name on the flyer? I was going to say Tia, Miss Illinois, but I felt this is such a little more studious, what's the word I'm looking for, a little more elegant. I said, put Tia Wilson on there. Don't even worry about it. And so they have spoken words. They have different women sharing their stories, things that you don't know about, things that they have been through, obstacles that they have overcome. Y'all seen it when I put on my thing. We are taking purpose. We are taking the pain and we are driving that into what God's purpose is for us. You see it. You see it. And so we are just excited to welcome you all. It's going to be at Ruby's Banquet Hall. It's a free event. All you have to do is register. It's a free event. How many of y'all got to keep paying, like my comedy show, how many of y'all got to keep paying for all these different events? It's good events, but man, I would love to go to something I ain't got to pay for and be able to have a good time. This is it. May 31st, y'all. Free event. All you have to do is register. Just register. And it's going to be in Antioch. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm going to clap it up for you, Roz Harrison, one last time. Yes. Yes. Let's see, y'all. We got the Monarch Mania Festival coming up, and that is going to be August 16th and 17th. Like I told y'all last week, we are at capacity. We done with vendors. Right now, we have 62 vendors, and we got about 25 of them on hold, on back order, just in case something happens with one of the ones who already locked in and they can't do it. We are full. So y'all got to know that this is going to be an amazing event. Food trucks, entertainment, piñatas, crafts, all type of things. And of course, your girl is going to be holding it down for both days on the mic as naturally as I can. It's going down. If you went last year, you know I brought that element that was needed. See, all the years before, we never really had a host. Just a nice, amazing festival with all these great things to do. And so shout out to you, Sherry Neal, for saying last year, hey, we need a host. We need someone who can keep things going, entertain the people, keep a nice flow. And that is when my name got thrown in a spirit. I said, thrown in the spirit. I said, mention my name in some rooms, y'all. Mention my name. And so I had a really great time. I want you all to come out this year. We have some amazing performers. We are done accepting vendors, but if you want to perform, you want to do a dance, you want to sing, poetry, what do? Spoken word. If you would like to be a part, I want you to reach out. I want you to sign up. I want you there. We are going to have such a good time. Like, I'm going to share some old videos from last year that I never even put out, just to give you all an idea of what's going on. We're going to have an amazing time. So the Zion and Monarch Festival and Bees 2, there's a 5K run. See, right now I'm conditioning myself. The last time I ran a 5K, I think I was in about 8th grade. And I was about to give up because I didn't know what I signed up for. I was about to drop out. I thought it was like a 100-meter dash. I didn't know what the K was exactly. I was about 7th, 8th grade. I remember I was in middle school for sure. And I was about to give up. I know my daddy said don't be a quitter, but I was about to quit. I didn't see my people. I didn't hear nobody calling for my name. And as I was about to quit, I hear this voice say, go, baby, go. I was so close to the end, but I was about to quit right there. I didn't care if I finished. I was tired. And I heard my dad say, go, baby, go. And I was looking for him. I'm looking like, where is he? And I see him waving, him and my mom. And that gave me that little Space Jam juice that I needed. That little Space Jam juice, when they took that little break, and everybody got that little water and they came back, that's what it did for me. And I was able to finish. And that was the last time I ever did that. I told myself, I'm never doing this again in life. Ever. Never. Here I am in my mid-30s, and I'm ready to do it again. I'm ready. And I said, you know what? I'm going to just run my race, and I'm going to just play it in my head. Go, baby, go. Like, I can literally hear my dad saying those words because I was about to give up. I'm like, where's my family? I see people clapping and cheering for their loved ones. Ain't nobody clapping for me. Ain't nobody said my name. See, I just got a word right now. That's what. Don't be discouraged if nobody claps for you or say your name. Run your race. Run your race, because right before you get ready to quit, because I'm telling you, I'm about to quit. I'm about to just walk off. And I heard his name, I heard his voice say, go, baby, go. And that gave me everything I needed to continue. So make sure you are supporting each other, your loved ones, your friends. Again, y'all don't know what people week been looking like. You don't know what folk been going through. A little bit of encouragement go a long way, but you also have to remember to encourage yourself. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Sometimes you have to speak victory during a test. And no matter how you feel, speak the word and you will be healed. You see that song, sir? Speak over yourself. That's what you got to do. You got to speak over yourself if don't nobody else do it for you. It is good to have those words of encouragement. It is good to know that somebody's right there rooting for you, but I want you to keep going even if they're not. Run your race. Okay, I feel like I'm preaching today, y'all. Just a little bit of word. Just a little bit of word. So I told my husband, I said, I'm going to take this month, the month of May, and just to stretch. I've been working on my stretches. I've been working on, things to just widen my hips and flex and stretch it out. And then the month of June, I'm going to take that time to do a little pressing, a little leg pressing, and build my strength up, a little strength and conditioning. Then come July, see, I'm trying to plan it out. I'm trying to write the vision and make it plain. It's a little intimidating because I ain't ran. My daughter's the track star. I ain't ran since school, and I've been out of school for a while. I ain't been in school in a while. And so I said, Lord, I want to run this race, and I want to try it again. And so I got to strengthen and condition myself to be able to do it. Y'all run with me. Don't get intimidated by the 5K. I mean, it's intimidating. But if you have any little ones, there's a 100-meter dash. They can do the 100-meter dash. And if your little ones do the 100-meter dash, they all get medals. Okay, they all get medals, and that's a wonderful time. And then there's a bubble bash right after it. So you run the race, you have a great time, and then there's a big foam bubble bash where we're going to be just cooling off. Starbucks is our sponsor for this race. And so Starbucks will be out there. Everybody can grab a cup of coffee or something at the finish line. Shout out to Starbucks. I'm trying to work on Starbucks being a sponsor for me. On the Good Grief Morning Show, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So y'all can expect me to see me out there on the 5K hollering at the people at the thing. Sponsor me on the Good Grief Morning Show. I'm not even a big Starbucks girl. I'm a Dunkin' girl myself, but I'll be Starbucks if you... So I'm really excited about that, y'all. I do have plenty of those zinnia seeds that I be talking about each week. Lots of these seeds. You can start your zinnia garden. On the back, there's a QR code. It'll take you right to the website where you can see everything that's coming up, where you can register if you want to perform, all that good stuff, y'all. Whew, good grief and good morning. I think I'm going to, at this time, I got my guy. You know what, Mark, if my homie Mark is watching, owner, creator, chef, NSL of the Lemon Crack. I saw he came out here. He don't even live here. And I saw he was out here this week. If I was thinking, I would have asked you to, slide on me real quick, because I wanted to ask the inspiration behind this. But I do want to show you all the commercial. I do have my Lemon Crack. I planned on doing a review, but I just haven't done it yet. I just haven't done it yet. Me and my daughter are going to try this together, the Lemon Crack. They got the streets talking and the kitchens jumping. They say you put this on chicken, pork, steak. And so I want to open this up and I want to taste it and do a review on it, Mark, and I thank you. So I do have my package. I'm going to get that done this week, but check out his commercial for the Lemon Crack. It's cartoonish. It's nice. I like it. It's the advertiser for me. I got my Lemon Crack. Do you? Do you? That's that legal crack. Leave the illegal. You want to get the legal. And so, Chef NSL, I'm really proud of you, man. I love all your flyers. I love all your promos. I've been seeing a couple people do some food reviews, but I said, you know what? Just wait till I do mine. And I'm going to let you know. See, I don't know if they really like it, I don't know if they really like it or they just hyping you up. But Mark, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to let you know if it's hitting. I think it's hitting, though, because I've been seeing a lot of people ordering it. Like, you've been running out. And so I'm just happy for you. I'm proud of you that you done came out here. Let's get into this commercial.
Yo, what's good, babe? Yeah, I've been selling the hell of that Lemon Crack. I ain't got that. Who is that? Hold on, babe. Somebody at the door. Hold on, 1 second. Hold on, I'm gonna call you right back. I don't know who this is. I hope it ain't the police. I've been selling that crack. Hold on. Who is it? What's up, man? What's up?
My mom told me to come pick up that white stuff.
What white stuff?
Man, don't play dumb. That crack.
That crack?
Yes.
Who's your mama?
Shaniqua.
All right, man. If I give you this crack, you better hide it in your pocket, because I don't want you to get pulled over, frisked. But next time, tell your mama to get her own crack. All right. Lemon Crack, coming to a block near you. This'll lead you to the kitchen and not the courtroom. It's completely legal. I just say sprinkle responsibly. Order yours today.
Yeah. He has different videos, different promos. He got characters. He got all type of stuff. So that's what made me say, you know what, let me see what the hype is about. Now, I know one thing. If I try that and I get the scratch on the side of my neck, no, we're going to have to get somebody to check them ingredients because something ain't right. If I get the scratching like this or twitching like this, I ain't never done that before. So we're going to see what that lemon crack do. I'm really excited about that lemon crack, y'all. Give it up one more time for my man, Mark. It says orders are just flying out the kitchen. Don't wait. You gotta shop before it's gone. And again, he's in town right now. He doesn't even live here. Where you at, Mark? I think you way in Texas. You in Texas or Florida? I think you in Texas. But he's here in Illinois right now. So if you know him, y'all, then y'all reach out to him. Hit him up and try the lemon crack. I'm really excited to try it myself. So shout out to you, Mark, once again, y'all. If you would like to be a part of the show, go to GUDGrief.com. GUDGrief.com. You're going to scroll until you see be a part of the show. Be on the show. There are different categories from grief to grind, good grief moments, letters from the lake, and healing emotion. We have you covered in all areas. If you have a testimony you'd like to share with us, or if you need a mental health professional or spiritual leader or coach to help you and offer some practical steps to navigate grief, think of me. Think of Good Grief. There's Letters from the Lake. That's the segment where community members submit their personal grief stories, questions, or challenges, and we have expert responses for you. The Good Grief Moment is a raw testimonial from a guest who has faced profound grief and turned it into motivation for change. And one of my favorite categories, that very first one, From Grief to Grind. Now this one, I feel like this one is really inspirational because I be seeing, the people's grind through the grief process. You can't let it stop you. You still want to keep going. It is okay to take a break. It is okay to rest, but God got something for you. And 9 times out of 10, that thing you're going through is not even for you. I know it don't seem fair. Why I got to go through this for her? Why I got to go through this for them? It just is what it is. But Grief to Grind, that spotlights entrepreneurs, activists, and creators who have channeled their pain. Come on, somebody. I know you've seen it here. Okay, I only been talking about it week after week. Channeled their pain into purpose-driven businesses or initiatives. We want to hear from you. Your story could touch somebody. Your testimony could be exactly what somebody needs to keep them going one more day, to keep them going a little while longer. I was talking to a girlfriend of mine a few weeks ago. She had came to the house, and I'm talking to her, and I didn't expect her to come. She kind of popped up on me. Y'all know how I feel about them pop-ups. But my girl popped up on me. I ain't gonna put her name out there. You know who you are. But my girl popped up on me, and I'm like, yeah, come on. I'm trying to move stuff. Yeah, girl, come on in. Let me move it. Girl, let me get my table. I got 5 kids. Anything can be going on. Give me a moment to get the toys up. But not her. She came right on. I said, girl, excuse me, let me get this. And I'm steady saying stuff, and she's steady saying, Tia, it's fine. Tia, it's fine. But I'm the razzly one. You know how you want your stuff to look? You want to put stuff in the right place. I'm chilling. I'm comfortable. But now you're here, so I need to do some things. And as I'm trying to move some stuff, she stopped me dead in my tracks and just showed me something about her that made me go, whoa. What? She was like, yeah, so stop stressing about this. This is nothing. And it just, my heart, you never know what people going through. She shocked me. I was trying to stay a thug, you know what I'm saying? Thugs don't be crying like that. I was trying to stay strong. But her story and things that she's been through in her life and things that she's battling and that I didn't even know, it made me say, wow, it's okay to relax, calm down. Folks is going through stuff and battling things that you have no idea. We want to hear from you. That's the whole you don't know my story. I'm sure I can tell y'all about things that I've been through in my life, and you would be like, what? Swear, you lying. But I'm not. It's the truth. It is what it is. A lot of that stuff gonna come out at my comedy show because I choose to laugh through my pain. So I'm gonna talk about a lot of the stuff. Check out the website, y'all. Look at that. I said the team is cold. So what you want to do is, look at that. We talking mental health. We talking the stages of grief. And you going to get you some good stuff, and then you're going to come right here to where the tickets are. Don't be discouraged. $350 for a party of 8. Now do the math. If you say $350 divided by 8, that's how much each person at your table needs to send you so y'all can all sit together and be locked. You do the math. Otherwise, one ticket is $40. You can come in and sit wherever you like, long as it ain't at a reserved table. You just come in and find an open seat. You still gonna get all the benefits and the perks. You still gonna get the banquet food. You still gonna get unlimited drinks and water. You just gonna be placed wherever, but you still gonna be placed. You gonna have a seat. It's fine. You got 2 tickets and you just find an available table and sit. Whereas if you get a reserved table, it's gonna have your name on it. With your name on it. It feel good to see your name. You know, it don't matter if you late or not. You know ain't nobody gonna sit in that seat. You know ain't nobody gonna sit there. But if you buy your ticket individually and you come in there late, I don't know. Maybe you and your guests gotta get split up. One might be at this table, the other one might be there. So I suggest get you some friends together and get you a reserved table. But yes, right there, y'all, scroll to the bottom. You'll see be a part of the show. And all you do is hit that submit here. So when you hit that, it's going to take you into an external thingy thing there. And you just put your story. Say, hey, I'd like to be a part of the show. Whichever category you want, that's the one you select, y'all. We are wrapping things up. Once again, I have to shout out True Conglomerates. Police. And their calendar is filling up. So like I said, if you have a seminar, okay, we tell you a seminar, a summit, a training session. If you are an employer and you need to record something to show to the new hires, you need good quality media and production and sound, then consider True. True. That's all I have, you all. I thank you all for tuning in to the Good Grief Morning Show. I thank y'all for rocking with me. And I hope that you get your tickets before it's too late, because last comedy show, y'all, I sold out. And with Anthony Fuentes in the building, I just know I'm not going to be sitting on them tickets long. So get your tickets. That's all I have for you today. Good grief. Good morning. Goodbye.
Yo, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. I said, is this thing on? Is this thing on? Good grief. And good morning, y'all. It's the Good Grief Morning.